That followed a similar incident in Norway, drone incursions in Polish and Romanian territory, and the violation of Estonian airspace by Russian fighter jets, which raised tensions in light of Russia's ongoing invasion of Ukraine. She warned that such drone flights could multiply. Investigators said they had so far failed to identify those responsible, but Fredrickson stressed that there is one main country that poses a threat to Europe's security, and it is Russia. However, Moscow said Thursday it firmly rejects any suggestion that it was involved in the Danish incident. Its embassy in Copenhagen had called them a state provocation in a post on social media. Denmark will on Friday join other EU countries, mostly along the eastern border with Russia, in the first talks on proposals to build a wall of anti-drone defenses in the face of tensions with Moscow. Israel's Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu at the UN Friday denied accusations of genocide in Gaza and using starvation as a tactic, insisting that Israel was actually feeding the people of the devastated Palestinian territory. Netanyahu also said that his country has crushed the bulk of armed Palestinian group Hamas's terror machine and sought to finish the job as fast as possible. Netanyahu celebrated what he said was a series of Israeli strategic victories in the past year that also included targeting Iran's nuclear plan and assassinating the Hezbollah leader Hassan Nasrallah in Lebanon. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu took the stage Friday at the United Nations to a mass walkout of delegations as well as cheers from supporters invited to the audience. Delegates were called to order as Netanyahu began his speech, the first of the day at the annual General Assembly. Here now is ATN Sports News. Inter Miami midfielder Sergio Busquets has confirmed he will retire at the end of the 2025 Major League Soccer season. Busquets revealed this in a video posted on Instagram. In a clip, he reflected on a career that has spanned almost 20 years and saw him also play for Spain and Barcelona. Busquets has won multiple La Liga titles, Copa del Rey triumphs, Champions League trophies, the 2008 European Championship, 2010 World Cup, and 2012 European Championship during his career. Busquets joined Inter Miami in 2023 to play alongside Lionel Messi and Jordi Alba. Ahead of the weekend Premier League game against Brighton and at Stamford Bridge, Chelsea have been hit with a fine by the Football Association. This was after the West London side picked up a string of bookings in their last outing at Old Trafford against Manchester United. Manchester United recorded only their second victory in the Premier League last weekend, beating Chelsea 2-1. Chelsea goalkeeper Robert Sanchez was shown a straight red card just 5 minutes into the game. Just before halftime, United Brazilian midfielder Casemiro was also shown a second yellow card as both sides were reduced to 10 men. Chelsea racked up 6 yellow cards over the contest. The cautions were shown to Marc Cucurella, Trevor Chalobah, Enzo Fernandez, Tosin Adarabio, and Tyreek George. Newsmen confirmed that the Blues have been handed a fine of £25,000 by the FA. In September 2024, Chelsea were fined £25,000 for receiving 8 yellow cards against Bournemouth. It was increased to £50,000 for 6 bookings against Nottingham Forest in October same year, and then £75,000 for 6 more against Newcastle later the same month. In the last 5 games, the Blues have racked up 12 yellow cards and 1 red card. Nigeria and Colombia will clash in an international friendly at the Citi Field in New York on Tuesday, 18 November. It will be the 3rd ever meeting between both countries. The Super Eagles will do battle with Venezuela at the Blue Energy Stadium in Houston in another friendly 4 days before the game against Colombia. Colombia will also take on New Zealand in Fort Lauderdale on November 15 before the clash with Nigeria. The Super Eagles will use both games as part of their preparations for the 2025 Africa Cup of Nations. The competition will be hosted by Morocco in December. And now, entertainment news. Streaming giant Spotify has released its list of top 5 female Afrobeat artists in the last 12 months, with Nigerian singer Ayra Starr topping the list. Spotify hailed Ayra Starr as a pop star of Afrobeat. Grammy-winning Nigerian singer Tems is number 2 on the list. At number 3 is American Cameroonian singer Libyanka. Malian French star Aya Nakamura took the 4th spot, while British Nigerian singer Daku completed the top 5. South African singer Tyler was surprisingly missing from the list despite winning all the major Afrobeats awards in the past 1 year. Spotify also released the list of top Afrobeats artists in Latin America. The list was entirely occupied by Nigerian musicians. Rema is number 1 on the list. Ayra Starr took the 2nd spot, while Seke completes the top 3. Burna Boy and Wizkid are number 4 and 5 respectively. Nigerian music superstar Tobiloba Daniel Anidupe, popularly known as Kiss Daniel, has debunked viral reports claiming that the court ordered the freezing of his personal and business accounts over a contract dispute. The report, which spread widely on social media, alleged that the Booga hitmaker was directed to pay 200,000 euros in damages for failing to honor a show despite receiving a $50,000 advance payment, and that his accounts with Access Bank were frozen by court order. In a statement released on Thursday, September 25, 2025, Kiss Daniel's team described the report as false, misleading, and a deliberate attempt to tarnish the artist's reputation. The singer's team vowed to take legal action against those behind the fake report, emphasizing that the artist remains focused on his music and upcoming shows. The team noted that this isn't the first time the singer has been the target of false rumors, but his management insists that such distractions will not deter him from delivering quality music to his fans worldwide. They recall that the promoter of Afrobeats Meets Berlin 2022 actively used Kiss Daniel's name, image, and likeness along with those of other artists to sell tickets and build hype for a festival that ultimately never happened. The statement added that Kiss Daniel was ready to perform, but the promoter failed to uphold his own obligations. Nigerian singer Sulaiman Shekoni Solomon, better known as Kaid, has voiced his desire for freedom. The singer disclosed on his X page that he would be needing lawyers to handle certain personal matters. He also shared his desire for freedom while addressing the expectations he is constantly faced with. Kaid further encouraged young lawyers to consider a career in the entertainment industry, noting the growing demand for legal representation. However, he is yet to confirm or deny the speculations. And that's the global news for tonight. Before we go, another look at the major stories. Ogoni Consultations report, submission sparks widespread public debate. Court dismisses Nnamdi Kanu's no-case submission trial. Tinubu praises Adebisi Yusuf's service on birthday. Fan launches contactless payment system at airport. Netanyahu in UN address denies Gaza genocide and starvation. Sergio Busquets set to retire from football. Spotify names Ira Star biggest female Afrobeat artist. I am Favor Chikwesri Michael. Thank you for watching. You can follow us on social media platforms on Twitter at Atlantic TV Net, on Facebook and YouTube at Atlantic Television Network, and on Instagram at Atlantic TV Network. And don't forget, peace and unity are the pathways to progress.